Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel. My name is Simon. I am a psychic medium, tarot reader and intuitive, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys, the sign of Aquarius, today. The first feelings I have actually really are very strongly connected to your bank account. So I need to say to you, please keep an eye on what's going on in your bank account, how it's being used. Just keep checking in with it. It's a very strong feeling I have here. So, yes, Aquarius, attention to money matters. Okay, so let's see what the Spirit wants to say. Here we go, money matters. The Six of Pentacles. So you want everything to be straightforward, organised, clear within your financial situation. And you also want possibly to borrow a little bit of money to organise and straighten up your finances. I think there's going to be a lot of attention this coming month to that area of your life. Yes, you're devoting time to it, you're devoting communication, you are willing to pull in the reins more than you have done. And I feel that you're in your own way, you're trying to be generous with yourself. Maybe you're offering out your time to help other people or volunteering, but you are trying to give of yourself. And I wonder if people around you aren't recognizing that for what it is, that you are trying to help. I feel you've got the Strength card. There we go. So you have a connection to a fiery person around you, possibly a fiery partner, fiery being Sagittarius, Aries and Leo. And if this is the case, it looks to me like they need your warmth at the moment. They need your cuddles. They need your affection. They need physical stroking, so to speak. They have physical needs. And you feel to me like you, in turn, you need their support. And but there's the support that you need is the support that you need. And maybe they're not quite understanding how they can actually support you. It's possible that the partner's thinking that they are being supportive of you with what they're doing. And yes, they are. But the level at which you need it could be different to what they understand. I do feel like you're maybe feeling you're cut in two at the moment. You can't, let's say you're caught between a rock and a hard place. You may be feeling like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, as the saying goes. In other words, you're making money stretch and you're juggling it around a little bit to keep everything bouncing along. Yeah, it's testing on you. I also do get a feel for job changes, or maybe you work in an environment where you have a job which has a beginning and an end to it. Maybe you work on projects. It does feel here like you're going to have to be connecting with people and seeing what more is out there for you work-wise. Yes, here we go, juggling. Like I said, robbing Peter to pay Paul. However, it's as manageable as is your relationship. In other words, yes, you go through rocky times, but actually, on the whole, you guys have stuck it out. So you've tried to get through this together. You may both have issues around how money works and how to handle it. And so therefore, there could be repeat patterns here. So be careful about that. Be careful that you're not going at this new financial situation that you're caught up in, that you're not going at it in the same old way. There has to be new understanding, possibly new behaviours around financial matters. But you are getting through it. Here's the sign of Sagittarius, actually. But you are getting through it. You are trying to remain balanced. You're not trying to freak out and panic. I feel like you are trying to remain well balanced in your head. Maybe to some extent you have to push things away or push information away so that you can get clarity in your own head and focus on what's in front of you. So it feels here like things are going to get moving over the next couple of months. You look to me like you are talking about work, and you could be to some extent having to go to different locations with your work, maybe moving in a southeasterly direction or easterly direction. I do connect a place with castle in the name. This could be a road name, it may be a village or a town name, but I do think castle is in the name. And I know you want to get moving, Aquarius. Yes, you do. You want to get moving. But I say to you, please take seriously your thoughts around money, that patterns are not repeated, that you have learnt from the past, and now you're going to handle things differently from how you did before. And it's through experience. It's maybe through going through failures in handling money that you learn how to handle it better in times of crisis. I do think you are very supportive at the moment of your family. This gives me a feeling that you're now putting together some sort of judgment about a relationship, an important relationship to you, that you are committed to that relationship, whether you like it or not. You're committed. I've got a Leo hovering here over you, so there may be a Leo in your environment, Leo. And the King of Pentacles fell out. But you may be finding that you've got a Leo in your environment who is bringing a lot of joy. Could be quite moody as well, but does bring a lot of joy with him or her. And you may be looking at wanting to have a better understanding with a Leo as well. But certainly your relationship here needs cuddles, needs affection. You need support. I think it's a time of judgment in the sense of looking at the past and maybe putting some things to do with the past to rest in your own mind. It's about growing up, and it's about kind of looking at where you are, at what's important to you. What can you leave behind because it's not so important? I think there's a lot you have to say, actually, Aquarius. There's a lot that you're keeping inside. And if you could just tap into that confidence that brings up your voice and you can speak up more, you'd be an awful lot happier with yourself. You really would. But at the same time, you want the peace, and you don't really want to stand out too much from the crowd at this point. You want to keep the peace. Yeah. And so here you are. Maybe you want to go out and do good. You want to make a difference. You want to help people. You want your energy to be used and not wasted. However, you may also at some level be trying to control things or be around a partner that's controlling, and you don't want that. You want to loosen up, not be uptight. You could do with a massage, actually. It would be good if perhaps you and your partner swapped roles with each other and gave each other massages and a lot of physical relief around the shoulder area, the upper back area. Yeah, it feels to me like you could do with some TLC and home comforts. I feel, Aquarius, that there's so much that you have to give. You have a good brain on you, and circumstance hasn't allowed you or hasn't supported you in using that brain for what you could be using it for. In other words, I get the impression here that a lot of you have had to spend time on actually thinking about earning a living, and therefore neglected to some extent your more creative side, your more mental side that wants to come up with ideas and maybe see how far you can take them. But that inner confidence has been lacking. And Spirit is really encouraging you to not let confidence hold you back, but to grab it with both hands and get out there and just do, and not worry so much about whether you're going to fail or what you're going to look like in somebody else's eyes. It's just not as important as it is right now for you to grab that confidence and get out there. Let people see what you can do. Let people see what you think. Be yourself. You do need a partner's support in all of this. You do, you do. I think you can ask your partner, speak to your partner, and maybe they'll be surprised in just how much you look towards them for support, because I think you look towards them for support in a silent way at the moment, rather than airing your needs. And because your partner feels quite fiery, they're much quicker at speaking up than you, which has a tendency to make you quiet. There is a feeling here for a male energy that needs more care, more looking after than he did before. And this could also be taking up some of your time during April, May. It feels like there is a connection to hospitals, unless you work in a hospital or have a connection in some way to people who work in a hospital. But otherwise, I do feel you're going to be stepping through the doors of a hospital to visit, to help, to encourage somebody who's poorly. Right. Okay. So over the coming months, you are carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibility, but you're learning to put one or two of those responsibilities down, that you are not taking on more than you can handle. You're trying to find some form of balance through temperance here, some form of balance, so that you're not bogged down. Maybe you're also realizing on some level the importance of family, which I'm sure you feel anyway, but perhaps there's a deeper level of feeling the importance of family. I have France, connection to France here. So I think there'll be plans being made to visit France. There may be a Leo who wants to borrow some money, be funded, be helped a little bit financially. Your partner, Aquarius, be it a man or a woman, it feels like there's relief needed on the head area. Partner may be suffering from headaches or have problems with their eyes at the moment, that it's giving them headaches. There's a little bit of a strain in the head area. Oh, it feels like I want to travel, travel, travel. And yes, plans will be made towards travel, but it'll be much later this year, I feel. Much later this year. There's also thoughts as well, and I say these are thoughts, towards moving home, like as if this is a topic of conversation that keeps coming up again and again. But no move is going to happen now. You're not going anywhere right now. It feels to me like you are more rooted to where you are than you think at the moment. Feels to me like I want a bottle of wine out or a bottle of Prosecco. Want to be celebrating and enjoying time. Sorry, let's turn this off. Sorry about that. Okay, so it feels here, on the whole, like you're lightening your load. Aquarius, and I think you're getting it together mentally. Maybe for a while you have literally been depressed, but I feel you're starting to see the light. Even though we're under difficult circumstances at the moment, there is a light here for you, a lighthouse in the distance. And I think you're finding strengths to keep your partner upbeat as well. So maybe you're surprising yourself on some level. Okay. I also take links to Scotland here. Maybe you're connecting with somebody in Scotland right now, or maybe you have thought to visit Scotland. I have to put Scottish links in around your reading though. And if you don't know why, then I think that will become apparent in the next few weeks. It also feels like I've got an area that is so stuffed full of things and it needs decluttering. Why are you putting this off, Aquarius? Go and declutter. You'll feel so much better for doing it. Okay, that's what I have for you today. And so I look forward to connecting with you again next time. And in the meantime, I wish you all good luck to get through the difficult situation that we're all facing. And yeah, until next time, I hope you'll come and find me again for a reading next month. And in the meantime, all the love to you. Thanks for listening, Aquarius. Bye for now.